Finding more money for Maryland schools, the debate continues. Good evening, this is CTV News for Thursday, August 20th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Well, the Kirwan Commission meets today amid a debate over whether taxpayers can afford to put more money into schools. The group has already recommended a series of improvements that could cost up to $4 billion annually. Improvements include increasing teacher pay, expanding pre-kindergarten, and offering more community and family services.
Casino revenue that is dedicated to education becomes new money every year at a $125 million increase a year. So in 4 years, that's estimated to be well over $500 million in new funding. And that's ongoing. So that's an enormous chunk of money to help make Kirwan a reality. Are there other ways that the state could step up and expand revenues? There are. And there are revenue experts and advocates who have wonderful presentations on things like the sales tax, local income tax, state income tax.
The General Assembly passed a law this year requiring that the governor put $850 million over the next 2 years into the state budget to start implementing some of those recommendations. But Governor Hogan said last week that he won't support significant tax increases to pay for them. A new poll released by the state's teachers union says Maryland educators are facing increasing financial strains. The Maryland State Education Association says 94% of teachers say they paid for school supplies out of their own pockets. The poll taken last month also shows that 50% of teachers in Maryland hold a second job to make ends meet. Union officials say the issue has been getting worse.
Here in our polling, we found that around 90% of our teachers dipped into their pocket for their classrooms, but it's gone up. And so has the number of teachers working second jobs and going into debt. So we don't see this trend going in the right direction. It's getting worse instead of better. And it really shows that the Kirwan Commission and our legislature and our governor really need to have some serious talks about funding our public schools here in Maryland.
And that survey of 800 teachers was conducted last month. Well, the heat is mixed with an air of excitement and nerves as freshmen get settled on their new campuses at colleges across Maryland today. CTV's Danielle Irby caught up with some freshmen and their parents who are looking forward to the next phase of their lives.
You can hear the music in the background. It's an exciting day at Bowie State University. It is Freshman Move-In Day, and there's lots of activity on campus. And I am here with Sierra Yangst. Hi, Sierra.
Hi.
Now, where are you from, Sierra?
I'm from Port Charlotte, Florida.
And I'm here with your entire family. Who do you have here?
Yes, I have my mom, my dad, my grandma, my brother.
Okay, so now what made you choose Bowie State University and HBCU and so far away from home?
Well, I wanted to go out of state, which was a definite, and I got an offer from the softball coach here, so I'm going to play softball here this year. And I just really love the atmosphere in the campus and how chill it is, and just, I love it, so.
All right, we have mom and dad here as well. We've got grandma, and we have the little brother. So mom, tell me how you're feeling about, is this your first one going to college?
Yes.
Now tell me how you're feeling today.
Really sad, nervous, excited, everything, so. And I just won't get to see her every night now. So.
Today is an exciting day. We have, again, our DJ here, student leaders, student athletes, and our cabinet members here to welcome the new students and their families, to help move them in, get their bags, get them all set up. So we're just excited to have our new Bulldogs here on campus today.
We're Campus Activities Board. We're in charge of all the extracurricular activities that Bowie State holds, and I'm the CAB president for the 2019-2020 academic year.
We're going to have Ask Me tables so students come around and ask students about where things are on campus. We're also going to have a cookout on Monday. We're going to have Battle of the Classes. We're going to have a step show, carnival, just so many activities for the students to enjoy. At the end of the week, we're going to have a super lit party called Fuse. Welcome back week party. We're going to have a special guest.
All right, it sounds like it's an exciting time to be a Bowie State University Bulldog.
Absolutely.
All right, on the campus of Bowie State University, I'm Danielle Irby, CTV News.
And Boardley says the school week kicks off on Monday, August 26th, but on Sunday evening, it will hold a special remembrance for sophomore Keyshawn Nolan, who was killed in a hit-and-run accident in Baltimore earlier this month. With more than 1,200 community college students slated to receive Promise scholarships, one state senator is not happy with the rollout of the program. The scholarships are designed to eliminate tuition costs, but Senator Paul Pinsky says the process to award them has been bungled. According to Pinsky, students have received award or denial notices just days before the new school year. He also says, quote, "For some young people, this is the difference between enrolling and not enrolling." Reaction continues to pour in following the Trump administration's plan to end the so-called Flores Agreement, which limits the amount of time migrant children can be detained by the U.S. government. CASA has issued a release condemning, quote, "the criminal Trump administration," unquote, for pushing a plan that would violate U.S. and international human rights law by incarcerating children of color for as long as they please. The president's plan would allow the government to detain the children indefinitely. The Flores Agreement, which limits the time to 20 days, has been in place since 1997.